Yo guys, Mike for Sim Racing 604 and welcome back to Automobilista 2. We are here in the pits at Daytona on board for the first time on this channel, the Corvette GTP. This is part of the latest build of AMS2, currently in release candidate. Soon to be going full release, I'm sure. And this Corvette GTP is an absolute blast to drive. Huge amounts of power in this thing. Over 800 horsepower, 800 pound-feet of torque, and all that through a very analog race car. You'll see me using the H-pattern shifter here. It also has no electronic systems like ABS or traction control, so this thing is just a blast. Challenging, but a blast. And the saving grace of this car is that the corner handling is very neutral. There's not much. I just got hit by someone. Maybe I rear-ended that Porsche. Anyway, the corner handling is surprisingly neutral. There's not much. There's a little hint of understeer, but nothing too bad. And then as long as you're okay with the throttle, if you're sparing with the throttle on corner exit, you'll be just fine. So despite it being very analog, goodbye Mercedes-Benz, it's not impossible to drive by any means. Whoa! Big bump there, AI on AI. Let's go, folks. So obviously here at Daytona, right at sunset, there's a whoa. Only just caught that car out of the corner of my eye. It's a fellow Corvette. And with the slipstream, you can hit 330 kilometers an hour here at Daytona in this Corvette. Let's go, Mercedes. Mercedes has a higher top speed in this low downforce package than this Corvette GTP. So you got to make the braking zones count. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous day here in AMS2. Whoa! Just about got too far onto the curb there and lost traction. So now we have Mercedes, and as I say, they have a straight line advantage, so they're probably going to take off into the distance. But we'll see what we can do. If you're wondering about speed, I'll just turn on my HUD for a second. And this, of course, not the fastest section of the track, but getting close. You can see I'm gonna break 320 before we enter the bus stop chicane. And then coming out here, if I can get a slipstream and more traction than that, should be able to go north of 325 here. This is actually a pretty good scenario for slipstream. 325, 330. Little lock up there, nothing too severe. I need to find a way to put these Mercedes in my rear view. And there you see the first of the radar. You can see a car coming up behind me. It's my first time using the radar here in AMS2. And Corvette going around the outside. Need to hold this inside line. Alright, let's go everyone, let's go. We're in a tight pack here. Need everyone to be on it. Alright, here we go. Taking too wide of a line there. But the good news is, tires are up to temp, so I can start to push a little bit now, get some speed. By the way, I apologize if the angle of the car looks weird. Got my motion turned on, and so it angles me in the banking here at Daytona, but it might look weird on camera. If so, I apologize about that. Got a decent jump on these Mercs, but as I say, they have a straight line speed advantage, so I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up. I'll try and tuck in right behind them, stay as close as possible, going into turn 1. Woo! Ah! Wow. Check the damage on that. Nothing. Okay, I'll take it. Got very lucky there. What's not lucky is that I have a Corvette now right on my back bumper. And I love that spit of flames that comes out of that Merc. There we go. Got one of them, assuming I can make it around this corner safely. There we go, split the Mercs. Now I gotta chase down this one. Try and take a tighter line through here. And the sun's definitely setting, but we're just doing a 20-minute session here, so we should be wrapped up by the time it gets dark. But yeah, highly recommend this drive. Such a beautiful analog experience. H-pattern shifter, no ABS, no traction control. Just driving, man. I spent many hours last night getting used to this car. Come on, get around there. Ended up taking a really funky line there. Messed up my shift and then it threw my racing line out. I was just trying to get safely back into gear. Alright, here we go. Should be able to get by this Merc here. Little brake by the AI into that corner. I don't brake. Come on, Mike. You got this. All right. One more done, and I was like, what is that? It's actually a fly on my screen. Conditions in the studio worsening by the day. Flies are moving in. Alright, let's see if we can make up some time on that group ahead. Got probably about 5 to 8 seconds gap to the cars ahead, so I gotta make that up, obviously. Let's start to push a bit in this clean air. Clean air is nice for the infield section, but of course, going around the banked oval sections, it'd be nice to have that slipstream, but I'm too far back. And that Merc is closing in, closing in, closing in. That is a beautiful Porsche 962 up ahead. So yeah, if you have access to an H-pattern shifter and access to Automobilista 2 on PC, cannot recommend this enough. Get in on that release candidate build, or wait till full release. This should be out fairly soon, I would imagine. We've had 70 Spa in release candidate for a long time. I imagine Reza must be closing in on a release date pretty soon. Alright, Merc and Yvette are the two cars ahead. They seem roughly on pace with me. This is going to be a harder overtake than that Porsche was. Let's see if I can get a little bit more aggressive through the bus stop. And I did. So made up a tiny bit of time there. But importantly, I'm closing in on a slipstream. In fact, I should have it. Oh, they're pitting. Alright, so now I got the track to myself, which is kind of boring. So let's see if I can set a personal best lap time here, and then I guess I'll wrap up the video since it doesn't look like I'll hit anything noteworthy as far as traffic for the next little while. Little lock up there. Gotta expect that there'll be some wheel locking under braking and some rear wheel spin under acceleration with this Corvette. That was about as ugly a section as I could ever dream up, but still alive. And I'll pull up the Delta in a second here. There we go, 0.7 ahead. So as long as I can keep it clean, this should be good enough for a personal best, which was the goal with my last lap here. By the way, this thing sounds phenomenal too. It's one of the more underrated aspects of AMS2, if you ask me, is the sounds. I think the sounds are great in this title. And there are things that it gets credit for, things that it doesn't get credit for. Automobilista 2, I mean. And it probably doesn't get enough credit for the sounds because I think they're phenomenal. Alright, so giving up time here, but I will still cross the line on a personal best. And because I love this car, I'm going to go one more and try and set one more personal best. Because there's some ugliness through the infield section that realistically I'll probably repeat, but I hope to try and correct. And fully sideways, which is not good for lap time, but still up about 0.3. That was cleaner. Come on, Mike. Up about 0.4 now. So that lightning fuel load might have something to do with it. But a bit of ugliness coming out of that last tight corner. But we're going for it. We're still up 0.2. As soon as I cross the line, this will be it. Whether I succeed or not, look at that beautiful pink sky. I never get tired of the sunset visuals of AMS2. Oh boy. This is tight. This is going to be right down to it. This is going to be really close. Will I get a personal best here? Ooh, look at that. 4 1,000ths. Alright, so that's going to do it. Yeah, just phenomenal car, Corvette GTP. Pure analog pleasure. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can look for this in release candidate right now for AMS2 or hold on for the full release. Either way, you're going to love it. Thanks for watching.